Hey everyone, I'm Mitch.
I'm Austin.
And this is Super Platinum Achievement, and we've got our third special console edition news of SPA VGN, the video game news you might have missed. And this one is dedicated for Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to be as long.
That's my Switch. That's my Switch sound.
Not going to be as long as our previous ones with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X.
Be sure to check those out. I don't know where I'm pointing. Maybe we'll have
I think it's going to be up here.
things here somewhere. So check those out if you haven't already. Yeah, this one's going to be a little shorter because there was no big release.
No big hardware release.
Yeah, so.
But, speaking of that, it has been confirmed by a couple developers that Nintendo has been telling the third-party developers, please make your games for the Switch 4K ready.
Do it! Yes. So I think Nintendo more or less kind of said they have new hardware planned. They just have given no details about it.
Yeah, they said it's not coming in 2020, but they didn't say anything besides that.
But it might be coming in 2021.
Yeah.
We'll see. We've talked about this, I think, numerous times, that there's obviously going to be a new Switch coming out soon.
Switch Pro, the Switch XL 3D Plus
to keep
Super.
up with the new, Xbox and PlayStation, because, Switch has been getting, I don't want to say getting scraps from them, but the games get ported to them.
It's a little bit of a port machine.
Yeah, so if they actually are a little more competitive in,
new titles.
Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good deal.
Pretty cool, but
I'm excited.
Yeah, just rumors, but at the same time also confirmed because
Yes.
the developers have said themselves they've been told this. So it's not a matter of if at this point.
It's
I think
just-
it's a
it's
matter
just a
of
when.
and what it will be. Is it going to be a powerhouse? Is it going to be a docked only version of the Switch?
So I think we have a video of all of our predictions on what we think a new Switch will be. So somewhere up here, you can check that out. I think we go pretty in depth on what we want to see in the new Switch. So we're not going to go there. And we're going to keep moving on in the news. So EA has announced EA Play is coming to the Switch.
Not officially. They said they are looking at bringing
looking at it. Sorry.
EA Play to the Switch, and if it makes sense and if it can run well,
And it does. I'm just saying right now.
it will
make sense.
It's going to make sense.
I mean, they already confirmed.
come on, Madden and FIFA.
Yeah, they already confirmed Apex Legends is coming to the Switch. So
Yeah.
it's not a far cry for the rest of the.
Far Cry's not.
I know that's Ubisoft. That was not what it, but it's not a reach to have the rest of EA's
Reaches?
games.
Stop naming all the games.
I can't. So I wouldn't be surprised there.
You dishonored them.
Yeah. Oh, you dishonored. I'm off my train of thought. And so it kind of got us thinking what other things we'd like to see come to the Switch. Obviously, we've brought up in the past Game Pass for Microsoft Game Pass on the Switch, or PlayStation Remote Play, which I think would be. I think both could happen.
I think that would be
fine.
smart for everybody.
Yes.
I mean, for remote play, you have to have a PlayStation console.
You have to, and own the game.
Yeah. So, win for Sony. You have to buy that, and then if you want to buy a Switch to play remote play, it's going to be much better than playing on an Android with an actual console.
Yeah.
And then Game Pass, Microsoft is basically, making it clear that
They want Game Pass on everything.
they
okay?
want Game Pass to be the thing, and it's going to be like the Netflix of games.
Yes.
And
so,
if they can get Game Pass on Switch, because, Switch is not a direct competitor with these guys, to be honest. I know tons of people that either own an Xbox and a Switch or a PlayStation. And a Switch.
it's you own those two and not all three.
Yeah. But Game Pass on the Switch, once they perfect xCloud and make it, playable.
Yeah. So obviously it's like they're going to be slightly different services because obviously PlayStation Remote Play and Game Pass are slightly different. So
Yeah. Remote Play is free if you own the game and the PlayStation. Xbox Game Pass is $15 a month for the Ultimate Edition, which I assume they'd
have to do that one.
be required for that.
So fingers crossed that we see that in the future, maybe on the new Switches, because that would be super, super cool. But a big announcement also was a new Monster Hunter game for the Nintendo Switch. Monster Hunter Rise is back on the Nintendo.
Back to Nintendo, because Monster Hunter World, skip Nintendo. The previous titles have been Nintendo exclusives for a while.
So Monster Hunter World was the first one to jump out of Nintendo and did extremely well.
Yeah.
And I think, it's the first time I played a Monster Hunter game, and I loved it. And so I'm definitely getting this when it comes out to the Switch. And this actually might get a lot of people who played it on Xbox or PlayStation to be like, yeah, I'm going to switch
to play Monster Hunter.
Why
It looks
not?
really good. It's much more story driven, obviously. Monster Hunter World's not as much story driven.
Yeah.
It's just go out and kill monsters and have
I
fun.
mean, there was a story, but yeah, it was very, very limited on the story.
MMO, or not MMO, but kind of.
RPG-ish.
Yeah. And then Nintendo has also come out and said, hey, we know everybody's frustrated with Switch inventory, especially during this horrible, deadly pandemic, that it's been selling out like crazy. With the COVID happening, and then Animal Crossing at the same time.
That was the catalyst that like just caused it all to happen.
All the Switches everywhere sold out. And Nintendo's like, we can't keep up because, production was shut down in a lot of their facilities.
So a while back ago, they did announce production was back to normal.
And now they're saying in the coming months, inventory will be back to normal. So expect to start seeing Switches on your store shelves here soon. You're already seeing Switch Lites be more common. And on the marketplace, those are no longer selling for $300 for Switch Lite because
300, 500. They were being gouged.
The regular Switch, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But and now you're going to be seeing the OG Switch back on shelves. So that's nice. And then another one that was pretty much already known, but now it's confirmed.
I think we talked about it.
We did, because Ori and the Blind Forest is on Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
And now it's official that Ori and the Will of the Wisps is coming to Nintendo Switch in the coming months.
Which, great. I mean, I think the Switch is probably the best console for platforming, to be honest. Because I just love the handheld version of just...
They're casual,
yeah,
play in the car, play when you're, chilling on your patio kind of games.
Yeah, I played in my car. I played in my hotel room this past...
Not while you're
week.
Driving. Don't do that.
That's bad.
No! Don't!
Unless you have a Tesla that drives for you and you can put Doom on your little screen there. It has happened. Speaking of Doom, Doom Eternal is actually coming soon to the Switch, which I don't think is a super surprise because the first Doom did come to Switch. So
we knew a long time ago that Doom Eternal was coming.
Yes.
But everybody's getting kind of frustrated that it's taking so long because Eternal launched on Xbox and PlayStation back in March.
Yes.
And it's taken this long for it to come to the Switch.
Still yet to play it, and I own it. I actually pre-ordered it and haven't played it.
Shame on me.
Because I was trying
I've never done that.
I was trying to beat Doom 2016, and I just I
own that one.
I ended up getting a lot farther than I thought I did the first time, and so I deleted it, and then I played it again to get for continuity, and I was like, I made it way more farther, a lot farther than I thought I did on the PlayStation. So I was like, frick. So then I never played it. So that's what I need to play before the end of the year, so I can actually do a proper Game of the Year list. But yes, that'll be on there soon. Curious to see how future titles are affected now that Bethesda is owned by Microsoft. So
we don't know yet.
We did discuss that in a previous video.
But it would be a good birthday present to Nintendo if they got to keep all the Bethesda titles.
Yes, happy 131st birthday to Nintendo.
It's my birthday!
131-year-old company.
Do you know what they started their making originally? I think you know.
Pop quiz. Yeah,
Yes.
for all y'all.
I think this was
there.
on our first trivia.
I think it was. Our first trivia was a question I had for Austin, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was on our second trivia.
Second, okay.
Because I got it right. I like this answer. Anyway, Nintendo started in 1889 selling playing cards.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same company.
September 23rd, same day as my son's birthday.
Oh, and my cousin's anniversary.
There you go.
It's a big day.
Big day. Important things. Nintendo turned 131, so happy birthday, Nintendo. Speaking of birthdays, earlier this month, the Nintendo GameCube turned 19.
It's my birthday!
In only 2 years, you'll be able to have a beer with your GameCube.
It's true. Yeah, don't do it now, please.
So, in America anyway.
Yeah.
You've been able to do that a long time ago in Germany.
So, with everything getting older, something obviously is going to have to die. And officially, the 3DS has been discontinued.
I will remember you.
So, hats off to the 3DS. It was probably, I think it's one of the best-selling consoles.
It's
ever.
It's up there.
So
it's not in top 5, I don't think, but it's in top 10.
So it's sold.
And what's surprising is that it was on track to be a flop.
Yeah. So I believe this was one of our gimmicks that
It was not one. It didn't make our.
It was a special edition call out.
And why am I?
Our
lost for
our
word?
gimmicks that worked. Or
Honorable
whatever.
mention.
That's what it
Thank
was.
you. Good.
Because it was like a gimmick that failed and then ended up being successful.
Yep.
Because the 3D screen wasn't popular, and then they kind of retooled the console, and then it just skyrocketed.
Yeah. Didn't sell nearly as many as the DS, which was
Yes.
over 100 million, but they did break that 75 million
Yes.
mark.
So 75.77 million units. So
which is an achievement.
yes.
for
So
any
good job to the
success.
3DS. Your time in the sun is over. You were a good console.
Officially replaced by the hybrid of the Switch.
Yes. So the Switch is now Nintendo's probably not going to do any more handheld stuff because the Switch obviously is.
It's been so successful doing the hybrid. That's what I think they're going to do from now on.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's Nintendo. They surprise us with everything, and whenever they want, they'll just be like, "Here's this."
The next console. You are the console. Whoa.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna get with Elon Musk. And
Yes.
It's gonna be brain implant.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of cool stuff. More just kind of fun news out of Nintendo.
Some rumors, some official things. Not as much confirmed
Some
as
stuff
our
we
other ones.
kind of want a little bit. So
But that's another console news for
Yeah.
you.
So if you
video
like-
game news you might have missed.
if you like these sort of things, please give us a big thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and share. You know, we don't say that enough, actually. Share the videos
Sure.
to friends. We have all sorts of stuff, discussions, gameplays, us being fools on camera. So please check all that out on our channel. And until next time, we will see you on
Super Platinum Achievement.